The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, and with me tonight, Craig Anthony and Tim Legler. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Tracy McGrady. Hill is out there with Howard. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Hardaway in at the point guard position. And for Richmond, Gordon out there with Mourning. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Greg, I'm not sure any backboard is safe out there in this one. Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard on the same side in this one.
And what great similarities between these two. Both drafted by the Magic and controlled the paint with aggression.
Yeah, well said. They played pretty well in that Orlando uniform, as I recall.
Yeah, both led the league in multiple categories in multiple seasons. A force, no doubt.
Richmond shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and he knocks down the first one.
Well, Aaron Gordon affects every aspect of the game. Plus, he infuses athleticism and versatility into your lineup. Such a valuable piece of this team.
Simons finds Thompson. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Here's Hardaway. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Thompson with the bucket.
There has never been a limit to Klay Thompson's range. He can shoot the ball from anywhere over half court.
Pass to Howard. Inside. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here is Simons. Outside Gordon. And stolen by Howard. Into the lane. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And when a 265-pound center like Howard is moving like that towards the hoop, the D has no shot. Very efficient when driving the ball.
Thompson misses. For the three. Rebounded by Richmond. Pass to Gordon. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. McGrady outside. Bounce pass Howard. Hill has the open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. Chris Bosh is checked in for Richmond. Vucevic, he's checked in for Orlando. Simons kicks to Edwards. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
And stolen by Mourning. Here's Bosh. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by McGrady. Orlando leading. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Hill. O'Neal on the wing. He's guarded by Mourning. Shaq passes to Hill. 4 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the game to go.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Now here's Bosh. Sinks the triple.
There was some nice rhythm to that play.
.104 left in the first quarter. McGrady outside. Outside Hill. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hill's got a couple of threes now in the first for Orlando. And so Simons will bring it up for Richmond. They trail by 3. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's McGrady. Great D that time from Edwards. Mourning dishes to Gordon. Simons against O'Neal. Simons kicks to Mourning. Back to Simons. Pass to Bosch. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Bosch has got 6.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And the slam dunk by Simon.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Richmond ahead, up by... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Richmond.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And how about all of these offensive rebounds they've been getting to? Just remarkable energy and persistence. It's just flat out outworking your opponents.
So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Vucevic is out there at Lewis. Then it's Hedo Turkoglu, and it's Hill, and it's Skiles in at the point.
Well, I like the versatility from Simons. He's a lot more than just a jump shooter. He can also beat you in the paint.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Richmond leading by 3. Booker, right side. It's stolen by Vucevic. Hill with it. Matthews covering. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Thompson, he's checked in for Matthews. And a switcher also for Orlando. Howard's checked in, and he gets the bucket.
Man, how about the confidence Johnson possesses? That's a phenomenal job right there, using his body control and finishing.
Orlando trails by 3. Driving to the basket. Outside Lewis. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Simon. Shot clock reset for Richmond. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for Richmond. So it's Orlando now. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for the Magic.
Tracy McGrady.
Richmond on D. Here's Turkoglu. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, and this team looks for Turkoglu to score, especially when he gets a good look inside.
Booker the pass to Thompson. Back to Booker. A kick out to Simon. 6 to shoot. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Skiles. Defended by Booker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Johnson goes in, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And Johnson giving these fans a show.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for Richmond. Gordon's checked in for Johnson. Edwards comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's Cunningham in for Booker. Lobbed up there for Howard. Pass to Thompson. From downtown, another three for Richmond.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, here's Howard. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's McGrady. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Richmond leading by 12. Cunningham dishes to Kabosh. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Another three for Richmond.
And he's been around a while, but Thompson still strikes fear into opposing defenses. He can flat out light it up, and he is doing it tonight.
Howard. And he banks in the layup. Howard's got his second basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. It's going to send Chris Bosh to the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. Richmond shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Shaq comes in for Rashard Lewis. And it's Hill in for Hedo Turkoglu. Hardaway passes to McGrady. No good from outside. Edwards looking it over. Cunningham outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Cunningham's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And finished off by O'Neal.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Shaq against Edwards. Pass to Bosh. Out to Edwards. Going inside. And finished off by Edwards.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
To the inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Chris Bosh.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Now Thompson. Launches a three. Count it! He got it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's just great awareness. One eye on the clock, one eye on the hoop.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for Richmond. Here's the number you need to know. He buried 5 three-pointers that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
So it's Johnson sitting on the bench. This is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Mourning. Gordon out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Edwards in at the 2. And Gordon drops them both. Orlando trails by 21. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Magic ball.
McGrady kicks to Hardaway. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Hardaway passes to McGrady. Here's O'Neal. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. And 11 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Hardaway finds O'Neal. And he uses the glass on the layup. O'Neal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Pass to Hardaway. Takes the three. Rebounded by Richmond. Mourning's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Oh, he threw that one down. Wow.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And so here's Orlando. Here is Howard. Hardaway sets a screen for Howard. O'Neal high post. Mourning's there. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Richmond. Gordon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
I like putting it on the floor as he did right there because defenses are so focused on taking away Clay's outside shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Thunderous jam. Wow.
Richmond leading by 21. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Grant Hill. Broke loose and stolen by Thompson. And the dunk by Mourning.
Yeah, I love the athleticism of Mourning. More so, though, the motor. And you saw it on display there with the alley-oop.
And it's Orlando's ball. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Bounce pass from Hill. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote,
the previous play is under review.
Conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
If via replay there is any level of ambiguity,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Good work there as it goes. Hill's got 8.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Mourning kicks to Bosch. Warning, a screen on Shaq. For three, Edwards. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Bosh has got 3 assists in the game. It's deflected. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky that he couldn't come up with it there.
For the Magic, Lewis checked in for O'Neal. And Turkoglu is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Pass to Lewis from the arc. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Mourning's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards dishes to Mourning. Back to Edwards. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
It's so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Magic. For 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. 11 points in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Simons has gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Hardaway passes to Vucevic. Back to Hardaway. 3-pointer. Unable to get that one. And so it's Richmond finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Howard. Also Hedo Turkoglu out there. Tracy McGrady is out there with Vucevic. And it's Skiles in at the 1.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
McGrady with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here's McGrady. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Bosh.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosh positioning himself well to come up with the block. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Richmond. Wesley Matthews checked in for Aaron Gordon. Thompson comes in for Thompson. And it's Cunningham in for Booker. Vucevic is screen on Thompson. McGrady misses the deep 3-point attempt.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Pass to Howard. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Got a piece of it.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to 1 shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
Turkoglu kicks to Vucevic. Basket is good. The assist from Turkoglu.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Turkoglu with it, and there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second.
Here's Hardaway.
Checking in for Orlando.
Pass to McGrady. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
The drive by Thompson. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here is McGrady. Bobbed up there for Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Johnson finds Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Matthews. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cunningham against Hardaway. Pass to Shaq. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammates.
And Thompson throws it down.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Hill. Looks for O'Neal. Gets... Oh!
Unreal.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
And Thompson slams it home.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And here is Hardaway. McGrady outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist in the game. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson against Hardaway. And here's Matthews from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Matthews has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Hardaway with a wide open look. They get it back. He gets that one.
Shaquille O'Neal.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Johnson finds Bosch. Now here's Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Another 3 for Richmond.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
The shot and game clock separated by 4, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. O'Neal against Bosch. Cunningham on the wing. Offline with his 3. Hardaway against Cunningham. Now here's Hardaway. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we thank you for tuning in. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Anthony Simon. Thompson is out there with Gordon. Then there's Mourning, and it's Edwards in a shooting guard. And for Miami, we've got Butler. Mourning is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's James in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammate.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Shaq with it. Outside Butler. Pass to Mourning. Good ball movement here by Miami. They get it back. Right side, Edwards. Out to Thompson. The 3. Good on the triple.
And this is Thompson's shot. One of the most gifted outside shooter the NBA, the world has ever seen.
James outside. About 1 minute into the first quarter. From past the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's LeBron. Here's Butler. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Thompson passes to Gordon. Stolen by O'Neal. Three-pointer. Butler. Rebounded by Richmond. Here's Mourning. Thompson in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Richmond. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Wade against Simon. Wade dishes to O'Neal. Makes it off the glass.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Simons finds Edwards. Here's Thompson. A 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Butler. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Wade. Pass to Shaq. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
That's a really nice read to set up the 3. That kind of kick-out drive makes defense struggle.
1:57 left to play in the first. Pass to Butler. O'Neal a screen on Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here he goes. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Wade against Simon. Shot from the wing. Wade can't hit. Richmond leading by 3. Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That's his first foul. Tim Hardaway is checked in for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Richmond. Wade kicks to Hardaway. Back to Wade. Simons against Hardaway. Wade on the wing. Scoreless thus far. Clock at 4. Fires the three. Rebounded by Richmond. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Edwards drives in, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 7. And he drives in. Wade, and Mourning sends it back.
Great defense. He was having none of that there.
Simons surveying the D. And here's Bosch for 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's Richmond heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Richmond.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just plain unselfishly.
So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Chris Bosch, Butler out there with Hardaway, and it's Cycli in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Johnson is right there.
And Johnson is one of those guys that is just all over the glass, takes pride in just outworking the opponent.
Here's Rice. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Rice has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3s. Richmond leading by 6. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Cycli. That shot missing. Good D by Booker. And it's Richmond's ball. Outside, Simon. Down low. And then Johnson with the dunk.
It is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
And it's sent back by Bosch.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
And some changes here for Richmond. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jalen Johnson. That's Thompson in for Matthews. Outside Bosch. Pass to Butler. Outside James. Back to Butler. 6 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Richmond. 8-point game. And here's Booker. Thompson left side. 3-pointer. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Johnson, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Hardaway passes to Butler. Pass to Mourning. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
To the paint, here's Johnson. And the layup is good. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for Richmond.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Oh, he just erases the shot there with a well-timed block.
And there's the drive. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And whenever Johnson is attacking, Jalen is tough to stop.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. Richmond shooting their first foul shot of the game. Here's Hardaway. Still yet to score. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Wade passes to Mourning. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Thompson outside. Simons from outside. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wade sets the pick for Hardaway. The Heat with a fresh 14. No one near James as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. James has got it back down to within single digits for the Heat. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Edwards, he's checked in for Richmond. Cunningham comes in for Anthony Simons. Here's Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Hardaway passes to LeBron. Here's Wade. To the inside. That one's good, and the Richmond lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Cycling.
And Wade has proven to be a terrific facilitator, makes incredible decisions for his teammates.
And Edwards with the stuff.
That move was nice, but the finish is what really matters.
There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Hardaway against Cunningham. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeBron outside. Fires from deep. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Thompson for 3. LeBron grabs the miss. With 1 on the clock. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Richmond enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So with Johnson on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Mourning, Gordon out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Simons in at the point. Butler kicks to Mourning. James outside. That one's good, and the Richmond lead is stepped down to just 12 points with the basket from Shaq.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Here's Edwards. The shot misses. Great D that time from James. Wade with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. Yep, that one goes. Mourning's got 6.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
A deep 3 from Thompson. Klay Thompson with that deep range.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
And it's Wade with the ball for the Heat. Trailing by 13. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now James. He's got 9. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. He doesn't hit that one.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
Snatched up. Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And Mourning's just a beast
on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Simons against Wade, and the call will be against Anthony Simons. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Butler finds O'Neal. Not stopping O'Neal and close. Wow, what a play.
Well, there's the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
On the wing, Thompson. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. 18 points for him.
He had total confidence in the shot.
Miami trails by 16. Pass to Wade. From deep, James. 3-ball, LeBron James.
Once the last three went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
Outside, Simons. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Richmond.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Hardaway's checked in for Miami. Bosh is checked in for Richmond. Here's Mourning. And at the top of the key, Gordon. Out to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Bosh is checked in for Hardaway. Tipped away. It's stolen by Edwards. The kick out to Bosh. 3-pointer, Simon. O'Neal with the rebound. Miami trails by 17. Pass to James. That one, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. James has gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. Mourning up top. Defended by Butler. And here's Edwards from the arc. Kept alive.
Come get it.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Fighting through contact, as Gordon often does.
58 seconds left to play in the third. Butler against Edwards. Butler dishes to Wade. O'Neal sets the screen for Wade. 5 to shoot. And Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Richmond leading by 17. Edwards inside, defended by Butler, and stolen by Butler. The kick out to Bosh. Here's James. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
How is he such a good rebounder still? LeBron will probably average 8 boards into his 50s.
Mourning's checked in for Miami. Tim Hardaway comes in for Dwayne Wade. And then for Richmond, Dalen Johnson's checked in for Mourning. Klay Thompson comes in for Gordon, and it's Booker in for Edwards. Now here's Butler. There's the triple. The shot missing. And so it's Richmond, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return short. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Jones is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Bosh. Then it's James. And it's Mourning in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Hardaway. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Mourning passes to Hardaway. Good as the jump shot falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Bosh can't get it to go. Miami trails by 15. On the wing, Hardaway. Inside. Good, and the assist goes to James.
He got the ball inside and capitalized. Love it.
And so Booker will bring it up for Richmond. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Hardaway passes to Mourning. Heat moving the ball around. Wide open. And it's Miami with another. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Thompson, left side. Pass to Booker. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. And Richmond leads by 16.
And that was deep. And this is how much confidence Booker has in himself.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. A different look for Miami. Shaq's checked in for Bosh. Butler comes in for Jones. And it's Wade in for Hardaway. And then for Richmond. Mourning's checked in for Bosh. Edwards comes in for Johnson. And it's Simons in for Booker. And Mourning sends it back.
This is what happens sometimes when you go up against them, especially when it's near the rim.
And he gets it to go. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Richmond.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Another three for Richmond.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Miami trails by 21. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And they double up James. Pass to Butler. To the middle. Here's Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Edwards looking it over. There's the three. And Shaq pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to James. Back to Wade. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Richmond. Gordon's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stop.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the foul called on Edwards. That's his 5th foul. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. And Richmond will go for a different look here. Chris Bosh is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Johnson comes in for Klay Thompson. Wesley Matthews checked in for Edwards. And Kate Cunningham subbed in for Anthony Simons. Outside Matthews. Misses the three. Miami trails by 21. Outside Hardaway. Adebayo with a screen for Hardaway. Miami no good on that time either. And it's Richmond's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And here's Matthews for the three. Drills the three-pointers.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Down low. That's good by Rice.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Cunningham for three. Another three for Richmond.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just hit the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a confident shot right there.
Outside Hardaway.
Away team foul. Cade Cunningham. First personal foul. Team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Hardaway hits them both. Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. They're up by 24. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Klay Thompson.
And in terms of his shooting,
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cavaliers going up against Richmond. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Gordon, Knipple out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Johnson, and it's Mourning, and at the center, locking down the middle. And for Cleveland, LeBron James is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Ilgauskas. Then there's Price, and it's Irving in at the point guard. Nailed from three-point land.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
Beyond the arc, and Knipple, the bucket on the assist by Simons.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And on the way from Irving for three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. The three from Johnson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Ilgauskas. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Pass to Knipple. Here's Simons. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Simons against Irving. LeBron kicks to Price. Cleveland moving the ball around. Puts up a three. Second chance shot. Ilgauskas. Good.
Ilgauskas is a 7'3" big man who does a really solid job rebounding the ball.
Back to Simons. Pass to Knipple. And the three ball is good. Knipple's got 6 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
The fire that Irving plays with, I mean, you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Knipple with the bucket.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And here are the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Here's Ilgauskas, and the bucket is good. 3-point. play chance here for him.
And I like how tenacious Ilgauskas is. Once he catches the ball, he feels like no one is stopping him.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Brad Daugherty is checked in for Cleveland. Chris Bosh is checked in for Richmond. Johnson for three. Daugherty grabs the board. Enzo Price will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to LeBron. Here's Ilgauskas. And Mourning sends it back.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block and getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
Price is in the post. Covered by Simon. And that one's good. Price
gets it in close and doesn't waste that high percentage shot.
Larry Nance is checked in for LeBron. Richmond also with a sub. Booker, he's checked in for Mourning. Outside Gordon. Johnson finds Simon. To end the run. Rebounded by Daugherty. Cleveland leading by 6. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Booker's shot is good.
The league will learn fast. You have to run Booker off his jump shot. He's lethal from just about anywhere.
And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. LeBron, he's checked in for Ilgauskas. And it's Carr in for Irving. 56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And finished off by Daugherty.
Nobody's stopping that, especially when Daugherty is focused on playing to his strengths.
Richmond trails by 7. Outside, Simon. Johnson for 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
The Cavaliers on offense. Knocked away and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Simons. Back to Johnson. No good on the 3. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Nance. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, an explosive player at 6'10", Nance can absolutely destroy you in the lane.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. And it's Johnson again missing. Launches it from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So with Irving on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. We've got Carr. James is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Daugherty, and it's Brandon in at the point. So it's Richmond now, following the score by Cleveland.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
Thompson's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Brandon the pass to James. And Mourning sends it back.
Hey, if you lack rim protection, you will be taken advantage of. That's great defense.
That evens the score. That's now 8 points for Klay Thompson.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. And then for Richmond, Knipple comes in for Klay Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Devin Booker. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some changes here for Richmond. Klay Thompson comes in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Knipple. In the corner, Nance with it. Pass to James. Here's Brandon. It's a pick by Love. Fires for three. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Johnson for three. Traps in the tray. Johnson's got the lead up to three now for Richmond.
Well, hey, Johnson is a volume three-point shooter for a reason because he's very accurate from beyond.
And it's Richmond's ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Johnson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Richmond. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
And Richmond making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Brad Daugherty, he's checked in for Cleveland. Price comes in for Carr. Price outside. LeBron passes to Daugherty. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
A smart player who just really understands positioning. Hard to stop Daugherty there on the inside without foul.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on it.
And Cleveland making a change here. Irving's checked in. Now, here's Cunningham. Nothing on the board. And the shot is good from Johnson.
This is what Coach and Johnson's teammates want to see. The rookie continuing to find shots tonight.
In the corner, Irving with it. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Irving's got 9.
Statistically, that's a shot you just have to have in your bag.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Johnson. From deep. Another three for Richmond.
Hey, if you're looking for a three-point shootout, Johnson's ready to go. What an answer.
Cleveland trails by 7. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Varejao comes in for Brad Daugherty. And Larry Nance is subbed in for James. And then for Richmond, Johnson, he's checked in for Johnson. Knipple comes in for Thompson. And it's Simons in for Cunningham. And Richmond making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Richmond leading by 5. The tray. Takes a 3. Edwards with confidence.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Price looking it over. Irving for 3. Rebounded by Richmond.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go.
Oh! Whoa!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
And here's Price. He brings it up for Cleveland. It's a 10-point game. The kick out to Irving. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Price has got 4 assists in the game.
How about the ball movement there? Creates the opportunity. Nice decision there to send it out.
Three-pointer, Simon. Another 3 for Richmond.
And without hesitation there, Simon's hungry to let that one fly.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Varejao, and it's slammed in by Varejao.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Left side, Bosch. Back to Johnson. Outside, Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Hernandez comes up with the rebound. Cleveland trails by 8. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Crafty move. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
Simons from outside. And he trains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was up.
The previous play is under review.
You have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
Trey Johnson has been leading the charge for Richmond. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this.
The visiting team, 46.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your pocket fight. Arena Entertainment.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Trey Johnson has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra was on the floor. Bosch is out there with Gordon. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Knipple in at the 3 spot. Simons, the pass to Bosch. Back to Simons. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Simons has got 11 points.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Irving for 3. They grabbed their own miss.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
To the inside. Bosch finds Simons. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Knipple with the bucket.
So lethal off the catch. Knipple is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for Richmond. Stoudemire, he's checked in for Bosch. Thompson comes in for Knipple. And it's Jefferson in for Johnson. In the corner, it's James. Bounce pass from Love. Outside, Irving. Shoots over Simon. Simons with the defensive effort. Richmond leading by 13. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to James. Now Price. And they get it. Rebounded by Richmond. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to Thompson. Puts up a deep three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Ilgauskas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving way outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Thompson outside. Launches it. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
It's good.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Richmond.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Cavaliers making a switch here. Doherty's checked in, and then for Richmond. Bosch is checked in for Stoudemire. Johnson comes in for Thompson. And it's Devin Booker in for Jefferson.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Cleveland trails by 19. Outside Irving. Pass to LeBron. Crew on the 14-footer. James has got 6 points.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
A minute 42 left in the third. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Price. Pass to Ilgauskas. On the wing, Irving.
Hit me, I'm open.
And here is Ilgauskas. That one drops for him. He's got 11.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Booker dishes to Johnson. Booker with it. Back to Johnson. Drives to the hoop. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. LeBron shot is off. And so Simons will bring it up for Richmond. Bosch up on top. Doherty defending. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Yes, sir. Chris Bosch finishing with purpose.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that one, good. Ilgauskas has got 6 points in the quarter.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Bosch. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
The hole sticking with it. Bosch, the lefty, with the and one.
And Richmond will go for a different look here. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Gordon. Knipple comes in for Johnson. Thompson, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. And it's Cunningham in for Devin Booker. Here's LeBron. And the dunk by James.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what? 2 decades?
Here's Cunningham. The teardrop falls in.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Here's Carr. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Richmond ahead. They lead by 18. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with James on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Kevin Love out there with Jordan. And it's Nance. Then there's Carr. And it's Price in at the 1. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Richmond.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Yeah, you know, defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Simons finds Cunningham. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's sent back by Bosch.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their business there.
Knueppel. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Knueppel projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
Johnson, he's checked in for Richmond. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Richmond will go for a different look here. Stoudemire, he's checked in for Bosch. Jefferson comes in for Knueppel. Thompson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Anthony Simons. It's stolen by Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Stoudemire, bounce pass. Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Richmond.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And that one's good. Price.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Richmond leading by 23. Thompson outside. Another 3 for Richmond.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
To the paint, here's Stoudemire, and the jam by Stoudemire.
And short trip for Stoudemire to the rim. And with his athletic ability, there's just no stopping it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Price kicks to Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas a screen on Booker to the middle. And the jam by Ilgauskas.
Yeah, the big man is just dominating right now. Ilgauskas plays hard, physical basketball.
Stoudemire inside, working on Love, and then Stoudemire slams it in.
Big-time power from Stoudemire. His dunks pack a thunderous punch.
.156 left to play here in the fourth. Price, the pass to Brandon. Here's Nance, and the rejection by Stoudemire.
Great effort on defense there, denying them down low.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
So both teams making some changes here. .144 left in the game. And it's Richmond's ball. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Jefferson against Ilgauskas. Cunningham for 3. Here's Bosch. Out to Edwards. Pass to Jefferson from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James in the high post. He's against Cunningham. Love, no luck. Edwards against Irving. Bosch looking around. Stoudemire setting the pick for Bosch. Shot clock at 3. Cunningham left side. That misses off the backboard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game play. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
The defense trying to make it tough for Bosch, but to Chris's credit, he stays focused on this shot.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Price. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Edwards.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And tonight we've got Richmond playing against the Nets. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Gordon out there with Mourning. Then it's Knipple. Then it's Johnson. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And for the Nets, the post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Stolen by Knipple. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
The defense can't give Knipple any kind of separation when he's got the ball. He is very comfortable pulling up.
And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Thomas. Fires it up with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer. Well, Knipple projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
Outside, Porter puts up a 3. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Richmond. 4-point game. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. They get it again. Pass to Knipple from outside the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb. Knipple's got 9 points. And so Richmond takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but...
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. So with Bosch on the bench, this is who Erik Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Johnson. Thompson is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Mourning, and it's Gordon in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Kevin Porter is out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning. Now Simon. Pass to Mourning. 6 to shoot. Johnson in the corner. Fires the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. There's 1:17 left in the first. Here's Giannis. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Anthony's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo. Prince outside. Here's Anthony. Turner trying to free himself up. Anthony can't hit. And it's Richmond's ball. Outside Gordon. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Drills it from outside.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Outside Porter. Back to Giannis. Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on that one. And it's Richmond's ball. It's a 3-point game. And here's Johnson outside. Another 3 for Richmond.
A rookie who shoots freely from the arc. Johnson is a threat with range.
Giannis kicks to Anthony. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
There's the 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Richmond ahead, up by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, this is who Erik Spoelstra has on the floor. Jalen Johnson is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Thompson. And it's Towns in at the 5. Trent can't hit. Johnson right side. Booker outside. Thompson for 3. And they get it back. Portis against Bosh. 5 on the clock. Richmond needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Johnson, he's checked in for Thompson. 1:12 left in the first half. And stolen by Booker. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Bosh. Johnson in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee trails by 3. Prince looking around. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Prince with a screen on Towns. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Bosch picks him up defensively. And it's Richmond's ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for Richmond.
Guys love that corner three. Add Johnson to the list.
From deep three-point land, Milwaukee with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Johnson for 3. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are...
The previous play is under review.
Jet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But the replay's here, and it's here to stay in a situation just like that one.
And so Richmond takes the... And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Richmond. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Edwards is out there with Gordon. Then there's Mourning. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Thompson. And Simons has got the ball here for Richmond. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's so it's Richmond now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Edwards is out there with Aaron Gordon. And so it's Richmond who comes out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic... Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. So we're Stoudemire sitting on the bench. This is who Erik Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Towns. Anthony Edwards out there with Gordon. Then it's Anfernee Simons. And it's Thompson in at the 2 guard. And for Charlotte, at the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Rozier, and it's Washington in at the 5. Now, here is Miller from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Simons against Bridges. Left side, Simons. Clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Pass to Bridges. The 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Simons against Rozier. Simons, the pass to Towns. Gordon kicks to Simons. Towns for 3. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, look, Towns is an elite big man shooter. He's very dangerous when he gets breathing room from deep.
And Anfernee Simons got his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good mentors.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anfernee Simons now a tough guy to stop.
And here is Ball. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Good on the three-point shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, here's Edwards. Towns for 3. Another 3 for Richmond.
Well, that's the thing about Towns. You hit a 3, and it's the big man who gets revenge on the other end.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And then for Richmond. Bosh is checked in for Towns. Jalen Johnson comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Booker in for Edwards. Here's Thor. Smith on the wing. Defended by Booker. And shot by Smith.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And Erik Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Please give a big round of applause to your team.
Washington's checked in for Miller. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Richmond. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Booker the pass to Towns. From past the arc, knocks down the 3 ball. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Booker. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And so it's Richmond in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Richmond.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock,
creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Klay Thompson is out there with Booker. Then there's Mourning. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's Bosh in at the power forward position.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
McGowan's the pass to Washington. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by Richmond. Booker with it. Pass to Towns. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by Washington. Charlotte trails by 12. To the inside, Smith. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Outside, Towns. Launches from deep. Another miss by Towns.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They get the rebound. Richmond leading by 10. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Towns has got 18 points.
Some think Karl Anthony Towns is the greatest shooting big ever. To me, he's absolutely in the conversation.
Scooped up. And Mourning sends it back.
Well, no matter how close you are to the rim, if the defense is lurking, consider moving the ball.
From downtown, rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Charlotte. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. From deep Washington, Johnson with the rebound. Outside, Towns. Another miss by Towns. And stolen by Mourning. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Towns. Launches it. Another miss by Towns. Lets the three fly. The Hornets pull it in.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Looking at who's out there right now for Richmond. Gordon's checked in for Mourning. Edwards comes in for Jalen Johnson. And it's Simons in for Devin Booker. A deep three from Towns. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 21 in the game. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Richmond ahead, up by 16. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. Rozier's out there with ball, and it's Washington in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Charles Lee. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Outside, Simons. Outside, Towns. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Towns has got 24.
Towns really stretches the defense all the way out to the arc.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, that's what you like to see, keeping his head on a swivel.
Richmond leading by 15. Simons finds Towns. Fires away from outside. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Thompson dishes to Towns. For 3. Hands it from downtown. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's Ball in the corner. Fires from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got 5 points so far.
The corner is not a problem for Ball. He's confident he can make that.
There's the triple, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Simon. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get it.